and welcome to another pick a card general reading. I am the Hermit Tarot. I don't know why I just introduced myself to you. I think I've only done that in 2 videos. That's so bizarre. So today we are asking Spirit about your life path, your career, and your love life. I'm going to go all 3 topics. The person who requested this video suggested mostly just the career and life path aspects. But I know Spirit, they're going to have love messages for you. So we're going to include that at the end, but the primary focus of this is to just offer any clarity we can in terms of your life path. So I have 3 groups here, as usual. The first group is this beautiful yellow painted rock. Oh wow, it looks so good on camera too. And the second group is this crocodile painted rock. We say kural in my culture. It means crocodile too. And the third is this combination of both colors. So yeah, yellow and green on this. I think it's actually blue, but it's showing up as green. So take time to figure out which of these 3 groups you're most drawn to. Do your weird, wonderful methods, and when you're certain of which group is yours, find the timestamps below and join me in your reading. Hi Group 1, welcome. If you chose this beautiful yellow painted rock, then this is your reading. I apologize in advance. There are a lot of motorcyclists out and about today. More power to them. It's a beautiful day, but you may just hear me get a bit frustrated with them. I know that for the most part you guys don't really pick up on the noise, but for me it's just so distracting when there's like a Harley Davidson or Indian motorcycle driving by. Okay, so today we are asking Spirit about your career and life path as well as your love life. So I'm going to split it into 3 sections. First, I want to know about your career. So Spirit, what advice or guidance do you have for Group 1's career? We have the Ace of Swords, the 4 of Cups. Career, Spirit, career, what is there? Oh, I just saw the King of Pentacles. Some of you don't realize your worth, your potential. You are attracting a lot of abundance, but you're almost too afraid to accept this as an opportunity. It feels like there's risk involved. You're hiding your potential. It's like you're hiding what you're working on. Some of you may have started a project and you haven't told anyone yet. What is going on with their career? You guys know. Group 1, you've started like a project or something, or you have something in the works and you're just too afraid to tell others about it. You are going to be successful. I just saw the High Priestess as well, so you guys know what you're doing. You just haven't told anybody yet. Bottom deck energy is justice. So listen, the amount of effort you're putting into this will pay off. I'm feeling balance here. I'm feeling that it's going to be successful. It does require a lot of effort, a lot of commitment, but you are going to be successful in it. Some of you may be moving towards law or some sort of legal civil rights thing. Interesting. We're all in different parts of the world, but there's a lot of craziness going on right now, and there's a lot of injustices, especially with what's going on in terms of coronavirus, and then a lot of people are losing their lives unfairly. So listen, I'm feeling like you are working either as you're righting some sort of wrong. Some of you are literally working with charity organizations. Some of you are trying to raise funds for those who don't have the means to do that for themselves. It just feels like you're doing something for others here, but it's something that you're a little bit afraid to disclose to others. With the Ace of Swords here, there is a sense of truth. There's this feeling of clarity. I'm going to get the Destiny cards. What's going on in their career? What's going on here, Spirit? With the Ace of Swords and the 5 of Swords. What's going on? Efficiency. Interesting. Clear communication. Clear and effective communication is paramount here. You will have a difference of opinions, but the way that you get your work done is by validating each other's opinions and beliefs and moving towards truth and clarity. With harmony here, it does feel like you'll be working with others, but for some reason I'm feeling like you guys are doing this in the background, like you don't realize the true potential that this project has. We have the 5 of Swords here. So yes, effective communication, but there's this feeling as though you're resolving conflict. You're mediating conflict. I can't lie. When I first saw justice, I thought about protests, civil unrest, civil rights. It's just this feeling of working with people to resolve conflict. Some of you may be counselors. It just feels like you're doing stuff for others, okay? We have this card, and this card that involves other people. We have the Hierophant down here, which to me talks about seeking advice, seeking professional advice. This is the feeling of a counselor. This is the feeling of going to someone to get professional advice. I'd be interested to know what Spirit adds. I wonder if it would come out in my other deck. But I do feel as though this is something you haven't shared with others yet. It's something that you may be considering, that you haven't really fully committed to. You may have tried to do this in the past and it fell through for whatever reason. Some of you are getting back into this field of work. Yeah, definitely. There's this feeling that you're giving to others. It's this really balanced sort of, you're restoring balance. We have these 2 5s here. It just really feels like you're restoring balance. You have this charitable sort of energy around you where you're giving to people. So what else is going on in the career paths of commitment? Interesting. It might have, yeah, justice is what I'm feeling. Commitment, conformity, testing social norms, getting professional advice, becoming a professional who can offer advice to others. It does feel like it has something to do with the law. It has something to do with society, resolving conflicts. It requires a lot of effort, but like you get a lot out of it as well. It's an even give and take. It's this energetic, that beautiful gratification that comes, like you're doing the most, but you get so much back as well, is what I feel. What about here with the 3 of Pentacles? 3 of Pentacles reversed tells me that you're someone who works in the background. You don't like being in the limelight. This is a project that not a lot of people know about, or you don't like to big note yourself. You're not somebody who takes all the credit for your achievements. It feels like you do a lot of valuable work and that people do look up to you, but you don't see yourself as this figure. You prefer to work in the shadows. You prefer to work humbly. You don't like this attention. And with the 7 of Pentacles reversed, either this is something that you invested in the past and you're stepping back into it, or this is something that you considered in the past or you're considering it now, but you just don't fully understand how rewarding this can be to you. This is a really rewarding experience. I keep thinking about that King of Pentacles that I was shown when I was shuffling. This plays a lot in with your just this feeling of gratification. It gives a lot to you. This role of this line of work really gives you a lot. It's not necessarily material, but it draws on your values. It requires a lot of perseverance. So it does have the tendency to take from you in terms of your energy. You've got to be mindful of your energy, always exercise self-care and just looking after yourself primarily as number 1. But there's this feeling that you don't give up. You enter this like beast mode and you just give so much to those. It does have a thrill to it, not going to lie. There's some risk here. There's a riskiness to this nature. It could be if you are working with vulnerable people or society and social injustices in general, there's a adrenaline feeling to it. If you are protesting, there's a risk there that you could suffer consequences or be hurt, and it's just because you're trying to stand up for yourself and for others. But there's this weird sense of like adrenaline and risk involved here. It does involve being sensitive to other people's concerns, issues, and opinions. It really feels as though you resolve conflicts in your career path. At the bottom we have detail, so people may be coming to you. Again, I'm feeling as though you have the opportunity to step into a professional role where you're offering advice and counsel to others. So with this detail, it's almost like getting a bird's eye view, a bird's eye perspective of the situation, being able to look at it objectively and understanding it from many different facets. You will have a professional opinion to offer others, and it has something to do with justice, charity work, and giving to others. But there is a warning here with that perseverance and with the 10 of Wands in reverse. Just be mindful of your energy, okay? Be very wary of self-care and looking after yourself primarily. And you wouldn't believe who was beneath all of that. our King of Pentacles character. Wow, this is something that you're very passionate about, but you do need to be sure to look after yourself primarily, okay? Always look after yourself first, otherwise you can't give anything to others. So I want to know about, I feel like I'm talking over 5 million trucks right now. That's because okay, I want to talk about your life path now. Sorry, group one. All right, so what is going on in group one's life path? Where are they? Where are they headed? Where are they supposed to be? What is group one's life path? What is their purpose? Why are they here? Not Spirit just tried to show me all the same cards again. You are supposed to give to others. You're supposed to inspire others. You're supposed to be charitable, exercise humanity, consideration, awareness. Again, I'm feeling that sensitivity, being open to other people's opinions, and just supporting vulnerable people to be heard, to be aware. You bring a lot of happiness to your community. It's this feeling as though you're this beacon of light. I know that this is the sun, but I also am feeling the star energy here. You bring a lot of happiness to your community. And this card to me also talks about just uplifting others, promoting love and light in a very selfish way. I don't like the negative connotation of that word, because you should be able to love yourself without feeling as though you're hurting somebody else, if that makes sense. You are somebody who has the ability to share a lot of okay, let me just get these messages. So bottom deck energy is the King of Pentacles again, group one. You are going to have a very successful lifetime, okay? Now the King of Pentacles does talk about abundance, riches, and wealth, but the pentacles also represent values. They represent family. They represent close connections, community. Anything that you can accumulate, acquire, or grow in this lifetime is represented by the pentacles. So this is about, again, just this feeling of wealth, abundance, prosperity, harmony, community. It's beautiful feeling of strength. You're a pillar in your community is what I'm hearing, group one. That is your life path. And you lead by example. You are somebody who is committed, who is loyal, who is determined. You have a big heart, but you also, you're not expected to break your back giving to others. You simply inspire them by aspiring to be the best person that you can be. So Spirit is saying your life path involves a lot of close connections. So you're the kind of person who has a lot of acquaintances. You have people come into your life at very specific moments in your life to inspire you and challenge the way that you perceive love, okay? So you're someone who has a lot of soulmates. People come into your life, you each learn what you need to from each other, and they leave. And then you have the next connection. You may have a few solid friendships who have been a part of your life for years, but you're also someone who was put here to just meet as many people as possible, because you are somebody who inspires a lot of growth in others. I'm sorry about the camera. It's like focusing on strange things. But really what this card is telling me is that, yes, you have this ability to inspire others and challenge the way that others perceive love. There's this feeling of friendship and community, and somebody who has a lot of acquaintances. Your life path involves you doing a lot of behind the scenes work. We saw this card again when we were talking about your career. This talks about building. It talks about having admirers, but not really wanting to promote the success. So I feel that you are quite humble people. You do a lot of important work, but you don't always get credited for the work that you do. It feels as though you work in the shadows to help big things happen. You're like the little cogs in the big system, if that makes sense. You still do valuable work, but you're not always appreciated for the effort and the work that you do. You have a very big heart. You're very compassionate. You give a lot, but people also understand that this can make you vulnerable at times. So there's this feeling that you're very in control of your emotions, but that you also give love quite freely. So it kind of goes both ways. This is a good quality to have. People know that you're compassionate. They know that you're giving. This is also a card that represents intuition and being psychic. So there's this sort of deep knowing to you. People appreciate that you have this spiritual sort of air about you. You're quite fluid is what I'm feeling. But more than anything, you have a beautiful big heart, and a lot of people appreciate that you wear your heart on your sleeve. You're very upfront, you're very open, you're very honest, you're easy to get to know. It took a long time to get to this point, and if you're not feeling it right now, group one, that is what your connections are helping you become. You kind of go through these stormy patches to appreciate and understand that there are no coincidences and that things do happen for a reason. People come and they go for a reason, to teach us things and to challenge the way that we perceive love, to challenge us to be more unconditional. And I feel that you're on the path to promoting unconditional love. We have the 10 of Cups reversed here. So I feel that you're somebody who puts your life on hold for others. You have the tendency to give a lot to people you care about, okay? You have this ability to inspire a lot of potential in others, but you don't always give that back to yourself. So I feel that you may spend your early years focusing on those you care about and helping them be successful, but it's almost like you don't realize how much you've sacrificed until in your mind it's too late, and you have to go back and really live for yourself. You almost get a second chance in the later part of your life. Now, this is not to say that you need to follow this. This is almost a warning, okay? Spirit is wanting you to exercise self-care, self-love, and self-nurturing. You should feel that you can focus on your goals. But I just think that with that Queen of Cups, in this card, it feels as though you have the tendency to give the best parts of you to others when you should really be holding this for yourself and giving to yourself and your own future. You are somebody who may not settle down until later in life, or there's this feeling as though the second half of your life is the life that you wanted to live. I'm sorry if that's because for some of you, you may have had kids very early and then you get this sense of freedom later in life. For others of you, you've put off having kids because career has been your main drive, your main motivation, and you didn't want to sacrifice that for settling down. But there's just this feeling that the second half of your life will be completely different to the first half of your life. It's like the first half you were living for others, and the second half you finally started living for yourself. Your life path involves walking away from certain connections that don't serve you. It's learning how your emotions are better off being invested elsewhere, if that makes sense. So you've kind of, I'm getting this feeling that many of you who, by the time you come to this reading, you've invested something with someone and you've come to the conclusion that it's no longer serving you and it's time to move forward. And I really feel that it has something to do with this 3 of Cups that instigated it all. You are someone who brings a lot of happiness to other people's lives. You give so much. You're very compassionate. You don't always get the credit for what you do. And you start to realize throughout your life that sometimes it's better to just walk away. And it's not that you're giving up. It's just that you've accepted that you've reached the end of that journey and it's time to start something new. And that can be related to connections as well as anything that you take on. But it just feels as though you're learning. Your life path is about learning when to walk away and when to start something new, when to close that door and open the next window. We have the Ace of Pentacles reversed. So it does feel like people just have this tendency to take. And it's about you learning to not necessarily expect that behavior, because we don't want to feel like people are just going to take from us for all our lives, but it's learning how to do that for yourself, learning how to take opportunities for yourself. I feel like you're the kind of person who would take this coin, and then if somebody you loved was really low and down, you'd give that coin to them. So your life path is about learning how to take these things for yourself, learning how to stand up and grab these things for yourself and taking those opportunities for yourself, because it's not that you're being selfish. You're actually inspiring other people to be just as passionate about themselves. It's this beautiful energy of give and take, but remember, you're inspiring others by simply living for you. That's what is most inspiring about the King and Queen of Pentacles. Yes, you're very passionate about being charitable and about offering balance and harmony to the community, but it feels like your whole life path is learning how to balance this and learning how to inspire others to live for themselves as well. Not in a selfish way, but just in a I'm first way. I've got to look after myself first. So Spirit, what else can you add to their life path? Group 1's life path, Spirit. We have leadership. So you are somebody that others look up to. You do have this tendency to be a pillar in your community. A lot of people rely on you. You might have a lot of responsibilities, or you may find yourself having a lot of responsibilities. Once you align with your life path, you might find that you progress very quickly in your organization. You might get a lot of promotions, or you might find that all of a sudden you're responsible for a lot of people, especially if you are a caseworker or social worker. You might find that you take on quite a lot, and it's because you do have, this is why you are here. You were called into this lifetime to give back to your community and to offer a voice to those vulnerable people who can't speak up for themselves, or who don't have that platform that you do. But it's just this warning of looking after yourself along the way as well. We have detail again. So you're in this bird's eye perspective. I do have this feeling that you're like this cog in the system. And you're very vital, okay? No matter how small you feel, no matter how little that cog feels in this system, you're still very vital. You're a very integral part of the overall process. And you are someone who a lot of people look up to. Anything else about the life path business? We have spontaneity. So some of you may have very spontaneous career changes, and honestly, when you release to those changes, you'll find that you may be more happy and more passionate about who you are and where you're going. Because I feel that some of you are not in this profession yet. You're not on your life path yet, or you've just come on, and it might come out of a tower moment, but you kind of start to realize where you're supposed to be and why things have happened the way that they have. So it will be a spontaneous, sudden change. You might have a lot of tower moments in your life, just because there is this tendency of other people to take advantage of your compassion. So it might take for some really serious changes in order to keep you on the right path and to help teach you to be assertive and more self-centered. But I just feel as though, yeah, there's some big changes that help keep you on this path and awaken you to your potential, really, and to help you understand and appreciate how vital your role is in this lifetime. No work is too small, okay? It literally feels like you start off almost volunteering somewhere for some organization, and then over time you have this ability you have this ability to just inspire so many people. Compassion, your hearts, you just possess this beautiful love and light nature. You give so much, and you don't even mean to, but just your presence is quite inspiring. You have such a beautiful energy, Group 1. Compassion. You are people who were brought here to help others. So this sensitivity, you may be empaths. A lot of you may have this natural nurturing nature, but it just feels as though you are here to really help others. I'm really getting the sense that, and your careers will reflect that. Once you're aligned with your life path, things are just going to fall in place. They're going to progress very rapidly is what I'm feeling. Very rapidly, spontaneous change. All right, so Spirit, love. I'm scared. What is going on for love with Group 1? We have the Fool reversed. Oh no, Spirit wants me to read it upright. What is going on for love with Group 1? Soulmate, who hasn't told you how they feel. Goodness, what is going on for Group 1? There's someone from your past. They really want to come back. They really want to come back. They didn't get the chance to tell you. Gosh, they ignored the truth. They're sick of running. What's going on with Group 1? Love life. This is somebody who has had to grieve you. They didn't act in the past, and it's led to them. This may be you, Group 1. You thought this was over. Oh, sorry for that sigh. Group 1, last card. What is going on in their love life, Spirit? Love always, I can read my cards to filth, but the love just, oof. I'm going to need clarity for this. bottom deck energy is the Page of Wands. Wow. Love makes everything complicated, but gosh, it's a beautiful energy. This person never gave up on you. It feels like you weren't expecting this. Okay, all right. Oh, all right. So there's two things. Some of you are wanting something completely new, and that's fine. Spirit's saying if that's what you want, that's what you're going to get. Others of you have a specific person in mind, Group 1. This person never got the opportunity to tell you how they feel. The past to them haunts them, okay? They think about your past memories and it's literally always on their mind. It replays and they control it well, but it really is affecting them. All they're thinking about right now is how to get back to you, how to get back to you, how to be with you. And it's something that is haunting them. And they've had to grieve you. They've had to accept that their inaction or their lack of communication or they had an ending with you because something didn't happen when it was supposed to. The Four of Swords to me is a signal. It's like they ghosted you. They didn't step up to the plate when they should have. And they've had to grieve that. They've had to accept that loss. They spent a long time focusing on those 3 cups before they realized they still have 2 left. So this is somebody who did walk away, and I feel that for many of you, you then chose to walk away from that connection because you were looking for something else. But the star here is about the past mixing with the present. I do feel that somebody will be coming back in your love life, Group 1. If that's something you don't want, if you want something completely new, this is in your power, okay, Group 1? You are compassionate, beautiful souls who have so much beautiful energy to give to someone. Anybody would be lucky to be in your presence. You do have something new coming in, but Spirit wanted me to message that there is someone from your past who feels as though there's unresolved business that they need to settle with you, and they want to come back if you will have them. Spirit is saying if that's something that you want, do not lose hope and faith, okay? But continue being the beautiful, inspirational, bright star that you are, because you are an inspiration to many people. You inspire love in many ways, not just romantically, okay? Again, I feel as though you are one of these beautiful light workers in this world who are inspiring unconditional love by simply being the best person that you can be and challenging love, challenging the challenges of love, if that makes sense. It's just this feeling that you, in general, offer a lot of guidance and inspiration to others. But this person is aware of that, and they're like looking at the moon like, I need my star. Where is she? Where is he? Where are they? I need them. So I do feel that this person is coming back. They have something to tell you. It has something to do with a lot of sexual energy. But more than anything, they feel a little bit lesser. They see you as this incredible star, and they're a little bit insecure. They're not feeling as high and mighty as they usually are. They're feeling like they've been knocked down a peg. So that's just something to be aware of. Now, the Fool here is telling me that there'll be a new beginning regardless. But listen, if you want love, you've got to accept the risks in it, okay? There's a lot of risks in being vulnerable, but there's also a lot of success. There's a lot of potential. So it feels that you guys are on this cliff and you're open to all opportunities right now. It feels like with this Fool, you're ready for a leap of faith. You've accepted that in order to get something new and to have something quite lovely and just the benefits of love are outweighing the risks here is what I'm feeling, which is a beautiful energy to be in, because this, more than anything, means that you've accepted that risk, but you've also sort of resolved any emotional baggage. You're happily stepping forward, trusting that Spirit has your back here. And Spirit is saying 2 things. If this connection is something that you want to manifest, then don't give up, but also don't feel that you need to carry the weight of this connection, okay? If you want this new beginning with this old flame, please stop taking responsibility for their healing, because they need to get their own life in order. You're not responsible for that, okay? With this 10 of Wands, you've been carrying too much. You're so compassionate, and you've just been carrying all of the problems of this connection, and it wasn't yours to carry. That was the truth. the truth of it is you've probably already faced this. You've probably already realized that you exhausted yourself here. And so Spirit is confirming that that was the right decision to make in order to move forward in general. You deserve to live for you, to live with your own own agenda. Agenda makes it sound crazy, but that's essentially what I'm feeling, is that you've had to exercise a lot of temperance, a lot of restraint, and you've really learned how to live for you. Wow. So I might get some messages for you from your person if you want them, okay? If you don't want to hear them, by all means, you can end the reading here. But group 1, what does the person from your past want to tell you? What does the person from your past want to tell you, group 1? Ooh, you hurt me, but that's okay, I guess. The 9 of Swords, they think about you a lot. They think about you so much. The pain is still real. The 9 again, 9 of Wands. Please give me time. I've never felt this way before. This person had a lot of guards up. They were not open. They were not allowing themselves to be vulnerable with you. I meant what I said. Yeah, wow. My life started when I met you. They're feeling the distance. They're feeling the separation. Gosh, what is this business? You already know. Ooh. Spirit saying trust your intuition primarily when it comes to love. You are right, okay? So that's where I'm going to end it because I don't want to get in trouble from Spirit. So bottom deck energy is I miss you, do you? That's the 8 of Cups again reversed. So in terms of your love life, someone from your past is definitely coming back into your present. It is up to you if you want them back. Remember that you deserve an equal balanced love. You are a very compassionate, kind, giving person who is a light on this earth. You were put on this earth to promote unconditional love and light, and you are going to learn more about that. If you haven't already, I feel as though Spirit is guiding you, and there are decisions in your life now that are leading you into this. So have faith in your intuition and in what you're feeling in your heart. And I hope that this video helped offer you some clarity as well. Thank you so much, Group 1. Stay safe wherever you are, and I hope to connect with you again in future. Bye. Hi, Group 2, and welcome if you chose this beautiful Coral stone. Oh my gosh, the camera's been a little bit weird. I think the quality is good, but it just keeps focusing on things that aren't there, so we'll see what happens. All right, so today we are asking Spirit primarily about your career, your life path, and then your love life, okay? And I don't want to dwell too much on your love life. Group 1's video was beautiful, but it was kind of just very well divided into 3 clear sections. So we'll see how we go, Group 2. The first question I'm asking is about your career. So Spirit, what is going on in Group 2's career? Oh, these cards are very chatty today. What is going on in Group 2's career, sorry, Spirit? There's been some sort of ending of some sorts, I feel, for a lot of you. Group 2. Yeah, this card showed itself to me, and then it just, like, I shuffled it back in, but it wanted to come out again. The 9 of Swords. Something has been causing you a lot of sorrow. You're very uncertain about something. There's an implied ending here, but at the same time, it feels like there was no closure. There was no proper resolution. It's something that's been causing a lot of anxiety, a lot of sleepless nights. What's going on in Group 2's career? We have the 10 of Pentacles. It's changed your whole fortune. It's changed the way that you perceive your future. You're concerned about money, but Spirit's saying you don't need to be. Spirit's saying to have strength. This is the Fortitude card. 8, strength. There's different ways that you can be successful. This card is talking about inspiration. So you will be inspired to start something different is what I feel. I'm feeling as though there's some sort of different career, different approach to your success. So what's going on in their career? 6 of Swords. So this is confirmation that you will be successful. How though? Spirit, can we get specific? How? What's going on in their career? Why are they... Oh, the Hierophant reversed. It's I don't know why I just heard it's unethical. That's not what I was looking for. It's unorthodox. It's not traditional. It's not the usual way that you did business. So for some of you, you relied on face-to-face contact or some sort of storefront or something where you had to be physically around that person. This is asking you to think outside the box, okay? You might need to move your business online. It's asking you not to give up on your business altogether, but just to reconsider the way that you were delivering business. Some of you may have been self-employed or small business owners, or you may have worked in a niche kind of industry that had this sort of micro market is what I'm feeling. Don't give up though. It's just a matter of being creative with the way that you deliver it. Again, it feels as though you're withdrawing from contact here with this Three of Pentacles reversed. I feel that many of you are being called to work online, okay? Just think about this differently is what I'm feeling. Again, it feels as though you're withdrawing from physical contact with the Three of Pentacles in reverse. You're still going to be successful. It's going to be different though, and it may have a lot of creases to iron out in the beginning. There may be some technical difficulties, but the overall success is guaranteed, and it's about moving forward in a new way of communicating with the Six of Swords, a new way of communicating. It does feel like you need to move your business online if you're self-employed, but it's a matter of figuring out how to do that. See, with the Ten of Pentacles here, you are going to be successful, but I do feel that there will be these little technical things to iron out. Some of you are wondering whether you should study so what should they do? What's the study business? Why did that come to my mind? What's the study business? Four of Wands, the reversed, and the King of Wands. You are creative people, group 2. You are creative people. You are the kind of people who have a lot of inspiration. You have ideas. You're just not quite sure how to execute them. With the King of Wands here, I think you do have a fairly clear vision. You just don't know how to roll it out and make it reality. So Spirit is saying pay attention to those passions, that creative desire to express, because now is the best time. Like, there's no point in putting it off. With the Four of Wands reversed, I see that you're just concerned on how to roll it out, how to make it reality. Four of Wands talks about celebration too. There's this fear that you won't be successful. Lord of perfected work. It is very different to how you're used to working. What else can we tell them about their career, though? Anything else, Spirit? You asked about studying. What's going on with their study? Oh, the High Priestess. Okay. And the Ten of Wands reversed. I think this is stemming from a fear of the unknown. So, listen, the main reason why study came to mind was because a lot of you are afraid. You don't know how to do this. You don't know how this is going to work and whether it's going to pay off. There's a lot of unknowns here. But the thing is, these are irrational fears. I don't mean to say that rudely, because fear is fear. You know, we're feeling it for a reason. But what Spirit is trying to say is that you can overcome this, okay? You actually have every right to drop those fears and start working practically towards this solution, because it's more the fear of the unknown that is limiting your success right now. You will overcome this. It's just that it's quite scary because you haven't done this before. You've considered it, but you don't really know how it's going to work out. And your main limit at the moment, your main thing that's holding you back is this fear of failure. The universe at the bottom here tells me that this cycle has to end. You know, you have to start moving forward. It's going to be very new. It's going to be challenging, but you will overcome it. There's a way to be successful here. You just have to commit and start making practical actions towards this. So there's a resistance to end this cycle here. There's a resistance to accept this change. But I think that it's time to move forward. It's time to move online and to try to think creatively about this. So Spirit, what else can we tell them? Okay, action. It's time to act. Okay, it's really time to get practical. It's time to put those plans, those ideas, that inspiration and that passion into your work. What's going on in their career? Surrender to the change. This change was inevitable. I know that it's hard. For some of you, you're very fixed. You have a lot of fixed signs in your chart. You don't like It's not that you don't like change, but you don't like this much change all at once. You weren't expecting this all to happen right now as it has. So you're being called to surrender here and to start making practical actions towards your goals, okay? There's this pleasure business. So see, I think that for the most part, you are quite creative, passionate people who have a lot to offer. There's a lot of success here. But there's just this refusal to see that because of the fear. This is something that is going to be very rewarding, and you will start to take a lot out of this process once you release some of that fear. But I don't think that you're quite enjoying that process right now. It feels like there's a resistance to appreciate that. Yeah, look at joy. It feels like you're not really appreciating the potential that this situation offers you. It's almost like a completely fresh way of doing things, and that's scary. It is scary because you don't have experience in that. It's something that you are worried about. With this sensitivity here, there's this feeling that this is a touchy issue, and maybe some people have been telling you, hey, that's what you should do. You should do that. You can do it. And you're sick of hearing it. But listen, Spirit's calling you out now. It's time to do it. It's time to get creative. It's time to think outside the box and to work differently so that you're not putting yourself at risk, because you will be successful here. There's going to be some technical issues in the beginning, but you will have success in this. I also saw giving. So if people are offering support, advice, or help, please take them up on that offer. They're only trying to help you. They're not trying to take advantage of you. People are wanting you to be successful here. And with the Hierophant, it's almost like you're not accepting other people's advice or support or help. So someone who does know how to do this, or at least has a little bit of knowledge, they're in a more professional position than you are in this situation. And I don't mean to step on your toes by wording it like that, but it feels as though this person has practical experience or practical knowledge on how to do this. And I think that you're a little bit hesitant to accept their support, but they are wanting to help you. They have very clear intentions. They want to tell you they're very honest people. Ooh, there's a lot of risk here. I know. There's a lot of risk. You're not going to realize. All these cards came out behind, and at the top of it all is risk. I know. It's quite scary, okay, but you need to have confidence in your decisions, okay? You need to start accepting that things have changed. These things can't be avoided any longer. You can't keep suppressing them. You've got to have the courage to step towards this. Otherwise, you're not going to be successful. Also, there are people who care about you, who are genuinely trying to help you, Group 2, but for whatever reason, you're letting your ego get in the way, okay? There's a difference between being proud and just being straight stubborn, all right? Some people are trying to help you. All right, so I want to know about your life path. Group 2, what's going on? What's their life path situation? Where are they headed? Where is their North Node headed? What is Group 2's life path? Group 2's life path. Oh my gosh. Can't take all of those. Where is Group 2's life path? What is their life path? Where is their North Node? 2 of Wands. Oh, I'm going to read that upright, Spirit. 2 of Wands. Wow. You guys are planners. You're dreamers. You're visionaries. Wheel of Fortune. You have had to fight for everything you have. You have really dreamt big, and I feel that some of you have settled for less. I don't mean to be rude like that. I just saw 1111 too. Group 2, what is their life path? Yeah, you've had some real heartbreaking situations. You have not had it easy, Group 2. You've had to really fight for what you have, which is why you're so afraid to lose it, which is why risk and change terrifies you, because you've worked hard for what you've got. 4 of Cups, you don't want to miss out on opportunity, but at the same time, you don't want to lose what you have. With the Queen of Wands reversed, your life path is about learning how to manage risk in order to grow, because it feels like, because of everything that's happened in your upbringing and in the beginning of your life as well as the middle, there's this feeling of this fear of giving too much and losing. The Queen of Wands reversed is somebody who isn't open with their energy. They're not quite open to possibilities. They're not in an attractive position. They're trying to repel people. They're trying to keep people away because they're afraid of losing. But you dream big. You have some beautiful big dreams, and you need to know how to share those with others. With the 2 of Wands here, you're a visionary. You have inspiration. You have a lot of creativity. but there's like a lack of expression with the King of Swords reversed. Your life is trying to teach you how to, your whole life and the experiences and the people you encounter are all aimed at teaching you how to express yourself, how to communicate effectively in order to know how to get the best out of every situation, if that makes sense. Knowing how to communicate your needs, your wants, your desires. It's just this feeling as though you hold a lot back. You wear masks almost. You're not quite open. There's this fear of being vulnerable, fear of losing. It's because you've had false starts in the past. With this Ace of Wands reversed, some people have promised you things and they haven't fulfilled their promises. They've taken more than they've given, which has put you in this repelling sort of energy. You don't want it. You don't want that. Six of Pentacles. People have taken way too much from you. They left you sort of heartbroken with this Three of Swords. But I want to say, I'm acknowledging your pain, okay? I don't want to say that, I don't want to label pain as being less than or more than. Your pain is real. But the Three of Swords to me says that you may have the tendency to exacerbate your pain by overthinking it, okay? There comes a point when we must accept what has happened and we are then responsible for healing that pain. And with the Three of Swords showing up here, it feels as though you have a tendency to overthink this pain. So once the physical wound heals, the mental clarity, the mental fixation on that pain continues to lead you to believe that that pain is still there. But actually, the physical wound is healed. It's time to release it. We have the Empress reversed. Your life path is trying to encourage you to be more nurturing, to be more available to opportunities. It's not about giving to people, okay? The Empress doesn't go out there and give her... That sounds terrible. She doesn't promote love by giving her seeds to everyone, if that makes sense. So, like, the Empress is about fertility and growth and abundance and love and nurturing. But the best way that the Empress does that is by embodying it for herself. She waters her own plants. She fuels her own love. She gives unconditionally to herself, and then others are inspired because she creates this beautiful empire for herself. And they go, wow, how did you do that? And she turns around and says, I loved myself first, and I didn't give up on myself, and I learned how to be comfortable with myself, how to accept myself for my light and shadow attributes. And that is how you inspire love, not by giving unconditionally to others, but by simply giving unconditionally to yourself and inspiring others to do the same. That is what your life path is about. It's about understanding that and understanding how this misfortune in the past has been guiding you towards self-love, self-unconditional acceptance and nurturing. But instead, you've taken it as, this person treated me like this, and they did that, and they did this, and they, and you're still deflecting onto them. We can't control other people's behaviors, but we can control our own reactions, okay? So that is what your life is trying to teach you, to focus on what you have, not what you've lost. There's this feeling that you put your life on hold because you're afraid to lose things. You don't take opportunities up when they come in. You tend to repel opportunities because you're afraid that they're going to take more than they give. You haven't fully understood how risk has a cost and caution of everything, but it also has a lot of potential. There are some situations where we have to know when to speak and when to act, and I think that for fear of loss, you didn't act in certain times in the past, and you've had these people promise you these things that haven't actually rooted, they haven't grounded, they didn't turn into anything, they didn't become the things that you thought they were going to be. They were false starts, and this is only emphasized by the Nine of Wands here, which tells me that more than anything, there's just this feeling as though you've had a lot of people take from you to the point where you felt that they gave up. It feels like they didn't get to come full circle, like the energy was given up. Things were given up too soon, is what I'm feeling. It was taken too soon. So listen, this is real. This is very real pain. I can really feel it in my heart space. But I just feel as though everything that has happened up until this point, it was supposed to lead you towards nurturing this love for yourself, okay? You don't owe anybody anything, but it is time to start living for you and to live in a way that you are fostering the best connection you can with yourself and with your higher self. You're never alone, okay, group 2? With the 6 of Wands on reverse situation here, you have this, it's like this feeling as though you're just part of the crowd. You don't stand out. Not a lot of people notice you. You're not the hero in your own story. You have this mentality that you're just this wheel, this cog in the machine, essentially. But you are deserving of victory. You deserve success. You can be successful. You are someone who has a lot of potential here. 6 is about balance. It's about harmony. Your whole life is trying to guide you to be the hero in your own story, to take opportunities, to stand up for what you believe in, to stand firm in your boundaries, in your values, to understand who you are and your potential, to really live for yourself is what I'm feeling. To really live for yourself. That's what your life path is about. You're quite a new soul and you've still got a little bit of learning to do, but this lifetime in particular was guided to help you understand yourself better and how your own actions have led you to this point. It's not necessarily other people, though I don't doubt that other people have really just taken advantage of you. I'm sorry, group 2. But it just feels as though spirit and your spirit guides are trying to guide you to be more living for yourself, okay? Giving to yourself, loving yourself, learning for yourself, wanting success for yourself. You have so many wonderful ideas. You're such creative, beautiful souls. And I think that it's time to start expressing that creative energy. So Spirit, what is going on in love? What is going on in love for group 2? What is going on in love for group 2? Group 2, we have the 6 of Cups reversed. What is going on in love for group 2? I just saw the Ace of Pentacles. I'm going to shuffle it back in for now, though. What is going on in love for group 2, Spirit? We have the Princess of Swords. It's the Page of Swords. What is going on in love for group 2? What is going on in love for group 2? What is going on in love? We have the King of Pentacles reversed. You don't understand your worth, group 2. My gosh. You deserve love. You deserve love, okay? You really do. I'm sorry if I triggered you, but you do. Ace of Cups, you deserve this love. You deserve unconditional love. You deserve reciprocated love, requited love, for someone to love you as much as you love them. This is something that you deserve. I need you to know that before we continue. Group 2, what is going on in their love life? Where are we at? 4 of Swords. Group 2, what is going on in their love life? We have the 6 of Pentacles. That's quite promising. I see the Ace of Wands again, and it's reversed. My gosh. What does this person want? What does this person want? Why are they here? We have the Last Judgment reversed, the Truth reversed. What is going on in this connection? We have the Princess of Cups, the 9 of Swords, and the 3 of Pentacles. There could have been a third-party situation. This could be something that was contributing to that sorrow. With the 9 of Swords, I feel like this relationship business kind of happened around the same time as your career. Oh, or it just added to the uncertainty of your future. Goodness me. So the bottom deck energy is the 8 of Wands. Someone from your past has something they want to tell you. I will channel messages, but I want to focus on this energy first. So group 2, wow, you have been dealing with a lot. You are very strong people, okay? You take on a lot. You have a way of, now wonder you're repelling energy, because energy is attracted to you, and this person's energy is very attracted to you. I feel like this person has a tendency to take a lot from you, especially energetically. I'm just feeling a little bit exhausted. There is someone very specific in your love life who is not finished. They feel as though they have unresolved business. Now, group 2, it's up to you if you want to continue this, but I will tell you what they have to say and what Spirit is sharing in terms of your love life. So 6 of Cups here tells me that someone from your past is wanting to come back. It's up to you if you want to remain receptive to them. I feel that they have an apology to offer you, or just something to offer you in general, okay? The Princess of Swords here tells me that this person was not clear in their communication last time you spoke with them. They may have said something that was quite harsh, that was a bit undeserved. I feel as though you may have triggered each other in that communication, but more than anything, they haven't forgotten about you. For this card to show up, they think about you a lot. They think about reaching out to you, but they're holding back on purpose. They may still be spying on you on social media, but they're pretending that they're not. For the King of Pentacles to be here, I feel as though that you weren't aware of your worth in this connection, and maybe that person was insecure and that's why they treated you the way they did. But this is somebody who isn't fully aware of what they deserve, of who they are, of how they stand in this world and how strong they are and exactly what they have to offer. So that's why I just wanted to tell you that you deserve love, okay? You deserve happiness and you deserve peace. You deserve a requited, honest love, someone who gives to you and who understands what you have to give. So this card comes in both ways. It's a way of Spirit confirming who you are. You are this king. Regardless of gender, you're this king. You're in control of your own life. You're in control of your own love life. But it's also saying that this person treated you like crap in the past because they were insecure. They didn't stand strong by themselves. They had to build themselves up by standing on top of you. And group 2, I hope this is resonating because this is a very specific message. And as soon as these cards came out, I just got riled up. So I'm sorry if this isn't resonating, but I hope the beginning of the video did. The Ace of Cups here tells me that this person has something to express to you, but sweets, in general, you have a new beginning in love, okay? And it may not be with this person. Spirit wants you to remain open to opportunities. You don't need a future with this person if you don't want to, but this card in general is here to remind you that you do deserve love and that somebody out there has something to give to you, okay? And you may not know them yet, but they are coming. You have a new opportunity in love, in emotions, and it's going to be requited. It's going to be balanced. It's going to be open. It requires you to be open, though. If this is something that you want, it's a matter of understanding your self-worth, where you came from, who you are, what your values are, what you need, and understanding how to communicate that as well. It's going to take time. Remember to be patient with yourself, okay? I would never ask you to be patient with somebody else, but always be patient with yourself. The Four of Swords tells me that you may have been in this situationship or this stagnant sort of stuck energy for quite some time. I feel as though you haven't had a lot of movement in your love life in a while. For the Four of Swords to be here, it just feels as though there's been this period of inaction where you've just been waiting and waiting and waiting. And it's not that you've been necessarily waiting for someone in particular. It's just that you've been waiting in general for anything to change. So Spirit is wanting to instigate growth. They're wanting to instigate balance in your love life. They're wanting to instigate harmony. But this is an equal give and take. What you put in is what you get back. You can't expect love to fall into your lap, group 2, especially if you're in lockdown, okay? I mean, who knows? Maybe a fireman or a firewoman will just burst through your window and offer to help you. But this is what this card is telling me, is you actually do need to put work in order to get something back. If you do want equal give and take, you've got to give in order to get, is what I'm hearing. So this is coming. You're going to get balance, but remember, it's not just going to appear out of nowhere. You do have to add to it. All right, so we have the Ace of Wands here reversed. So somebody has had a false start with you in the past, and Spirit is telling you two things here, okay? So group 2, number 1, don't give up on love. Whatever happened in the past, happened in the past. Don't let it affect your future. Number 2, if you shared a history with someone that was unresolved, it could be different to the person up here. There was a false start in a connection in the past. This person is wanting a new start with you. It's up to you if you want that start, okay? So that's the two messages with this card. The next card I have is Judgment reversed. So this is, to me, Spirit is trying to tell you something and you're not paying attention to it, okay, group 2? Spirit is really trying to offer you messages of clarity and honesty, and it's not just this video. I feel as though you're being shown signs, you're being shown synchronicities. Your spirit guides are trying to tell you something that you're not choosing to believe is what I'm hearing. You've received the messages, you're just not believing it to be true. So it is true, and it involves you believing that it's true in order for it to happen. So again, I feel as though you may have been a part of a third-party situation in your past, which caused you a lot of sorrow. It caused you a lot of pain. You didn't like it at all. It may have even caused anxiety. With this Princess of Cups, you kind of knew what you were getting yourself into, but you still didn't expect to be hurt that way. There's this playful energy here. It's like a situationship, friends with benefits situation is what I'm feeling. This didn't ground. This didn't develop into anything that you thought it was going to. And there's sadness there. But I think that it's time to remain open to an equal give and take. So, Spirit, what's going on here? Yeah, it's time to let go, Spirit is saying. So you do have options coming, and it may surprise you because you've been in this stuck sort of energy for quite some time with the Four of Swords in the middle. You feel as though nothing's been happening, but so much has been happening around you, and there's a lot coming. So listen, I said I would. It's up to you if you want to listen to this part. I know that some people in group 1 probably clicked away, but someone from your past has something they want to tell you. So I'm going to share their messages. If you want to end the reading here, that's fine. But I do feel called to share these messages. So Spirit, Group 2's person, what do they want to say to them? They want a fresh start with you. They want to do it right. They want to do it right. They say that they're absolutely in love with you. This is the Six of Cups again. They are someone from your past. They never got to appreciate you, is what I'm hearing. They never got to appreciate you. They told you how they felt, but they never appreciated your value here. With this 10 of Pentacles, they do picture having a future with you. You may have children with this person, but this person, more than anything, they just want their future to be with you. So what else, Spirit? What does this person want to tell Group 2? This person wants to tell you maybe. Okay, listen, you need to be clear because I'm not going to be sharing half-hearted messages. What is going on? What do you want to say? What is maybe? What does maybe mean? What does maybe mean? Wow. Yep. Yeah. Wow. Goodness. This is okay. Gosh. I just want to... Ooh. I gotta calm down. I'm getting way too heated. Maybe. Oh, God. All right. So, first of all, I'm going to call this person out straight away. This person is going to use this communication as an opportunity to gain sexual favors from you. They may just come back for a booty call is what I'm warning you, okay? The card we have here is I just wish things were different. They want things to be different, but I don't feel them working towards it. In fact, they're asking you to wait. They're telling you that they miss you. I do see them coming back, but Spirit is guiding you to be more selfish, okay? You be more selfish. Don't wait for this person, is what I'm feeling. I would never tell anyone to wait. That's what they're saying. It's up to you. So, Group 2, I'm going to end it there. I didn't really want to give that person a platform to speak, but I have to pay attention to the messages and what I'm feeling called to do. So I hope that overall reading resonated for you, or with you, I should say. Always trust your own intuition and follow your heart primarily, okay? Listen to your higher self. That is how we communicate with our higher self, is through our intuition and through the decisions that our hearts want to make. So always trust yourself, and I really hope we can move forward here, Group 2. I'm really sending you lots of love and light on your journey. You deserve the best, okay? Don't give up on yourself. You deserve the best. Look after yourself. Stay safe. Thank you, Group 2. Bye. Hi, Group 3. Sorry, I don't know why I was laughing. I was actually just singing, and I forgot that I pressed play. Anyway, let's continue. So Group 3, if you chose this beautiful charm, then this is your reading. I don't know why I always forget with Group 3, by the time we get to this point, it's just like riding a bicycle. I forget that I'm actually like filming and that I have things to do before I read the energies. Oh, silly. All right, so Group 3, today we are asking Spirit about your career, we're asking about your life path, and we're also asking about your love life. Now, I'm not going to dwell too much on your love life because I want to focus more on these first two, and we're going to split it up into 3 sections. So Group 3's career, Spirit. What's going on in their career? Whoa. What's going on in their career? We have the Three of Autumn reversed. You know, this card has come out for every single group, but I feel that it has a very different meaning for all of us. Ooh, this is a little story. Am I supposed to read it now? No. This has to do with the Three of Pentacles. All right, group 3, you guys might be a little bit of a reading, so I got to get into this energy. All right, so career. What's going on in their career? I feel as though your video is going to be longer than the other two's. I'm going to try not to do that because I believe in equality, but equity over equality, I suppose. 9 of Pentacles reversed. Wow, some of you have had some massive changes in your workplace. Some of you may have lost your jobs. I'm so sorry, group 3. You're feeling quite insecure finance-wise. Group 3, Spirit. What's going on in Group 3's finances, their career? Group 3's career. Group 3's career. Group 3's career, Spirit. What's going on in Group 3's career? We have Justice. We have the Ace of Cups reversed. We have the King of Cups. Anything else, Spirit? We're on a roll. 3 more cards. Come on. 3 more cards, Spirit. There we go. We have the Death card, release. Beautiful energy. I like the Death card and I like the Devil card. I feel like every card has a very sure role to play in tarot. And some have scary connotations but beautiful energies. We have the Hermit. And 1 more card, please. This one. Okay, so we have the Tower. And Spirit wanted to show us balance, temperance in reverse. So you need to be aware that your actions, thoughts, behaviors, and energies are manifesting your reality, okay? I'm sorry to call you out off the cuff, group 3, but some of you have been self-sabotaging. Some of you have been self-sabotaging your position here. You've had some real shit dealt to you, but you're also making it worse by feeding into it. I'm sorry to call you out, but that's just what I'm feeling. Now, the other card I have is King of Winter. Oh, wow. You have some choices to make. I feel like a lot of you are starting from scratch here. It's the end of something and something new is beginning and you don't really know what the heck that means. Wow, you're putting on a brave face, though. Spirit's saying it's time for you to communicate clearly. You need to be objective, unemotional, and make the right decision for you. Don't feel tethered and bound to other people's responsibilities. With the Knight of Pentacles reversed, I'm really sorry if you've lost your job recently. I just want to say that's something that is coming through group 3. Some of you are having to start completely from scratch. This is very new for you. It's a completely new beginning. All right, so over here with the 3 of Pentacles, Spirit is saying, a couple of messages. Well, can we get a clear one, though? All right, so I'm feeling as though there's some sort of project. You're a bit scared to take it, though. It involves working with others. You don't know how to do it because you can't work with others. All right, I'm going to read these cards. I need clarity. No wonder Spirit gave me this cluster. 8 of Autumn. It might have to do with study. It feels very stuck, though. Like you either can't do the study or there's like this feeling as though you can't do this. And I don't like to say that because I don't know if that's real, but that's the feeling that I'm getting, is that you can't do this. We have the 3 of the Swords. Goodness. We have the Queen of Pentacles. We have the 7 of Wands. Some of you had to sacrifice your own career or your own study to look after others. That's something that I'm feeling, is that you had to sacrifice your own success in order to look after others. There's this feeling as though you're really having to fight for everything you have right now. You're in this fierce warrior survivor mode. With that 7 of Wands here, Spirit's saying don't give up. You can overcome this, okay? This card talks about overcoming adversity, overcoming obstacles and challenges. You can get through this. But it's like your whole situation has changed, and it feels as though career-wise, some of you are not currently working, and it's because you've had to look after other people. You've had to look after your family. You've had to look after children. You may have had to look after parents. but you've had to put other people's needs first. And Spirit wants to acknowledge that, because that in itself takes a lot of strength and resilience to be able to do that, to be able to put yourself in that position. But I do feel that you've lost in this situation. You've experienced loss. You've had to release your hopes and your dreams. You've had to give up on something you really wanted. With this Eight of Pentacles, it feels as though you were working towards this, and you might have been really close to achieving or to succeeding, especially if it was study, and then you had to give up on it. With this Nine of Pentacles reversed here, some of you are going through some really hard financial times, okay? This is just, there's this feeling that you really don't know. You're actually very worried. Is there any clarity we can offer, Spirit? I don't want to be dwelling on the negative. What is there any clarity here that we can offer in terms of their finances? Because I'm sensing a lot of loss and a lot of fear and a lot of uncertainty and a lot of concern. Excuse me. Look at the card they gave me. The Eight of Pentacles again, reversed. Future planning and slow progress. That is the only thing that is the only thing I accept from this card. Future planning and slow progress. You can make it happen, Group 3. You can make it happen. It's just going to require a lot of planning, a lot of effort, and a lot of slow, dedicated progress. All right, so the Nine of Pentacles is reverse, Spirit. So we know that times are hard. We know that finances is tough. We're having to really rely on each other and pull together. So what else, Spirit? We have the Ten of Swords here. The Spirit's saying that the end of a career path, project, or relationship, it brings feelings of mixed joy, sadness, relief, and disappointment. Put aside your fear and trust that a brighter future awaits. So I do feel that there's something... Look at the card I was holding. There's something new coming. There's a new opportunity. There's a new possibility. It's something is coming. It's not that new, though, because it's manifesting as the Four of Cups. It's something that you may have been offered in the past, something you're aware of, a missed opportunity coming back around. With the Eight here, the Justice down the bottom here, I feel as though balance is being restored to your career path. It's almost like, so this card says, fair decisions will be made after all evidence is reviewed impartially. It feels like you were wronged in your past. Something was taken away from you before you had the chance to finish it, and it feels like you're being given the opportunity to finish that now, to make sure that you've ticked that box almost. Some of you, it may be finishing a degree or some sort of study in order to move forward. With the Ace of Cups here reversed, Spirit, why is the Dove reversed? Some of you need peace. Yeah, this is something that has been causing a lot of anxiety in your life. It's been causing a lot of confusion. This is the Seven of Wands again. I just feel like this situation is not offering, with Ace of Cups reversed, it's like this feeling of, well, there's no peace here. There's no resolution. There's a constant survival mode energy, constant anxiety. And we just want to move through that. So Spirit is saying that your mind is so much sharper than you're giving credit to, okay? Academically, it doesn't really matter how many certificates you have, how many little letters you have after your name or before your name. Your mind is so switched on, and do not discredit everything that you've learned in the interim, because you are someone who is a different kind of smart. It's this feeling of being street smart. You're very perceptive. You have an incredible wit about you. You know things about people. You're quite aware of your surroundings, and you know how to read people well. Spirit is saying don't discredit that, okay? Because that is something that you can carry on into your career. So what is going on in their career life, Spirit? What is going on with Group 3? We have the King of Cups over here. What is that about? Warm-hearted, faithful person. A trustworthy person enters your life. Oh my gosh. Why did you show me this then? Look at the card Spirit showed me. Six of Pentacles reversed. This person is encouraging you to give more to yourself. This is somebody who is compassionate, who is trustworthy, but remember to give to yourself primarily, okay? So Six of Pentacles to be reversed. So someone you may have grieved in the past. Goodness, group 3, you've rattled me with your energy. There's something that you need to release in your past. Spirit is really asking you to focus on what you have. This person kind of triggers this energy from the past. Be wise. This is in regards to loans directly, okay? Just reconsider taking that short-term personal loan. I don't think it's the wisest decision to make, group 3. With the 9 of Pentacles here again, Spirit is saying focus on your non-material wealth. Relax, take a deep breath. There are some things that you can't see that are directly impacting your potential here. Goodness. You need to gain a fresh perspective on this situation before you make a hasty decision in terms of your loans. Oh, goodness. Loss, unbalanced. Listen, I'm concerned, but also I do feel that there is something coming. There's like a new opportunity coming here. And Spirit is just warning you not to take a huge personal loan out right now, okay, group 3? Because your situation will improve. It's just a matter of, there's a lot of factors here. It feels as though you need to complete this study that was unresolved in the past for some of you. And I just feel as though there's something, it's like you can't do this without completing that. And it's like you want to skip all of that and use money to get here. But Spirit is saying that's not the way that you should be doing it. Spirit is warning, like, yes, that is a possibility. Yes, you're in control of your own actions. And yes, you can physically do that. But Spirit is strongly encouraging you not to, because it feels like it might make your situation worse. Spirit is asking you to release your fear and accept this ending. Okay, it's time to surrender to this ending because we need to move forward now. There will be a period of unemployment, I feel, for some of you with this Firefly here. And please don't freak out. If this hasn't happened already, then it's not something that I'm predicting in your future. It's just that I feel as though you're going to have a realignment in terms of your career path. It's not going to be where you were when you first... It's going to be something completely different is what I'm feeling. So where are they going? What are they doing? Who are my group 3 people? What are they doing? What does their career involve? My group 3 people. I don't know if you even know group 3. With the 8 of Swords here, I feel like you're limiting your options. So what can they do? Well, first of all, you need to release your negative thinking because you're limiting your options. You're limiting your potential. You're overanalyzing this situation and you're not giving yourself freedom of choice. Your career path has something to do with accepting this invitation. Someone is going to reach out to you. It has something to do with this random offer. Maybe this trustworthy person has something to offer you. Now, please don't take that massive personal loan. Spirit is really encouraging you. I know that it might make things easier in the short term because you'll be able to skip all of these little things to get to the big one. But Spirit is suggesting that that might instigate a whole nother ball game of change. With life experience here, I acknowledge and I appreciate these times have been tough for you. And trying to analyze this energy is sending me like 3 steps back rather than 3 steps forward. But I'm just feeling as though there's another tower moment coming, and it has to do with the decision that you made regarding money, regarding a big amount of money. I know that you thought it was going to make things easier, but it feels as though it's stitched you up, group 3. It's made things a little more complicated, and I'm really struggling to understand where your career lies because it feels like you don't know. It feels like you have a lot of uncertainty ahead. So I want to know about your life path instead. I'm going to cut it on career because Spirit is suggesting that you have a lot of opportunities. It's almost like you're a blank slate, group 3. You could do anything you want for your career, but your mind is limiting you here. So what's going on with their life path then, Spirit? Group 3, where's their life path? What is their North Node set in? You are someone who overcomes a lot of adversity. Okay, with the 7 of Spring here, you're someone who has had to fight for what you have. You are someone who has had to be assertive, who's had to really Wow, we have another 7. 7 of Pentacles. Look at these beautiful faces. You are responsible for other people. You are someone who stands up for yourself and for those you care about. Oh, Spirit's saying it's time to stop procrastinating and make a decision so you can move forward. Where's Group 3's North Node? What is their life path? 8 of Swords. Again. Oh, my Group 3 people. I just want to hug you. We have the Queen of Summer. So listen, always trust your intuition primarily, okay? Your situation, everyone in Group 3, your situation is very complicated. And I'm sorry, I'm doing my best to provide you clarity, but I understand that for some of you, I may have just made you more confused. So Spirit is asking you to always trust your own intuition primarily. Where is their life path? What is their life path? Where is their North Node? We have another 8. The 8 of Spring. See, I'm loving this, though, because we're graduating here. We've got 7, 7, 8, 8. So what is going on in Group 3's life path? Where are they headed? What are they here for? What is their purpose? We have the 10 of Winter with the 5 of Cups. Oh, goodness. I'll take 3 more cards, please, Spirit. 3 more cards. Can you clarify these energies? Group 3's life path, Spirit. Thank you. Oh, wow. You are quite stubborn people. Takes one to know one, Group 3. I'm very stubborn. All right, so we have the 4 of Wands reversed. So listen, your life is about challenging your perceptions, okay? Literally, you are someone who is traditional, and everything happens to you to challenge the way that you perceive tradition. Everything is happening to change how you perceive your future, to change who you perceive your future with and how you perceive your life in general. For the 4 of Wands to be reversed, I feel as though you're constantly being shown alternate ways of celebrating success, okay? Now, this means that you've had to fight really hard for everything that you've had. You've had to really push your energy and be assertive and show people what you stand for, and it hasn't been easy. I feel like your childhood was about standing up for yourself and being very assertive with people, but you've also had this uncanny ability of just knowing what to do. You make the right decisions and you stick by them. So that is where the fault lies sometimes, Group 3. I'm sorry. Listen, it's really good to be in touch with your intuition, and it's always good to be aware of your heart space and how others are taking advantage of it. But sometimes you push a little bit too far, Group 3, and it feels as though you get hurt, Group 3, is what I'm feeling. You get hurt, and what this means is you then trap yourself behind this wall of pain, is what I'm feeling. You are beautiful, compassionate, giving people with a lot to offer, but it feels like you don't allow yourself to be this way very often. It feels as though you do hide behind these 8 swords, and you like to stay in your little box because it means that others can't hurt you. You're very aware. You're someone who likes routine. You like stability. You have the things that you do, and you do them religiously. With this 4 of Pentacles here, no judgment. I'm a fixed cardinal sign, so I understand what it's like to have a routine, but listen, it's to a fault. It feels as though you're building walls up here and you're not allowing certain people to get in. The people who you love them fiercely. You love them to the point where nobody else can hurt them, nobody else can touch them. But unfortunately, it just means that you compromise your own success, your own love, your own potential here. And Spirit is saying that not everything is black and white. You have to accept the grayscale. You have to accept the spectrum of colors as well, okay? Because you can live like this, it's your choice, but you're also limiting everything else that could be coming in. So I do feel like your life path is about learning how to adapt to your surroundings. There's going to be a lot of change in your lifetime, Group 3, and it's going to challenge the way that you think about your future, how you perceive love, how you perceive tradition, how you perceive your future in general, and the future of those you care about. in your lifetime, there's going to be a lot of endings. With this 10 of Swords, you're going to see a lot of change in your lifetime, and it's all going to be asking you to focus on what you have rather than what you've lost, okay? This is an energy of overcoming grief. You do deserve more. You deserve better. You deserve happiness. You have a intuitive psychic side to you. With this High Priestess and the Queen of Cups, you do have a strong intuition, Group 3. You have this ability to follow your heart, and that's why I mean it's to a fault, because it's a little bit stubborn at times. You kind of execute a plan until it's completely tried and tested, regardless of how it affects others sometimes. And I'm sorry if I'm pegging you in a corner here and not allowing the grayscale aspects of your personality as well, but that is what Spirit is sharing with me, is that you have these spiritual gifts, but out of fear of being vulnerable, and fear in general is limiting your potential. So your life path is guided towards you connecting with your faith, whatever that means for you, Group 3, however that means. We don't need to always label our spirituality. We don't need to label it as Christianity or anything. We simply need to solidify that connection with our higher self, because our higher self connects us with Source, whatever you choose to label that as, whether that's God or whoever. That is why you are here. Everything in your life is put in your place to challenge you and challenge how you perceive success, and you're going to experience a lot of change in your lifetime, Group 3, and it's all to try to get you out of this stubborn, fixed energy where you're not wanting to change, you're not wanting to grow, you're not wanting to develop, you're afraid of losing, you're afraid of change. Well, Spirit's coming at you, and honestly, ultimately, it's not to challenge you, it's not to make you feel weak, it's to show you how strong you are. Look at this gazelle. This 9 of Spring is about perseverance. You have this beautiful energy of achieving. You do not give up easily, okay? And your life is trying to direct you to channel that energy in positive ways, to not be stubborn and fixed, but to channel this perseverance in ways that helps your situation, okay? Because I do feel that you are responsible for others in your life. With this 7 of Cups here, I think I said that was the 7 of Pentacles at one point. It's actually the 7 of Cups. So you have choices. You have people who look up to you. You have decisions to make. You have a life to live. You have this beautiful persevering energy where you've had to overcome some real shit in your lifetime, Group 3. You are strong people. Your life path is about guiding you into creative avenues where you get to express yourself in different ways. It's trying to test your stubborn, fixed energy, trying to help you be more flexible. You are going to encounter a lot of change, but more than anything, it's going to show you how perseverant you are. Look at this. 7, 8, 9 of Wands. That is insane. You are the kind of people who never give up, and it's that persevering energy that means that you do achieve things, okay? So please take that for your career as well. It's about being creative, expressing yourself, and persevering through this. Now, I do want to ask about your love life really quickly. So Group 3, what is going on in their love life, Spirit? What is going on in Group 3's love life? Group 3's love life, Spirit. What is going on in Group 3's love life? We have the 6 of Cups. You're joking. Group 3, this card has come out in every single reading. 6 of Cups. 6 of Cups. Jeez, at this point, I'm wondering if someone from my past is returning. This is insane. We have the 8. We have the 8 of Swords again. Can we get triggered enough or what? Group 3, we can't avoid this card. I swear to God. Oh my gosh. I love you guys so much. Please don't give up. You are strong people, and I understand why you've had to fight for what you do have. I can't imagine what you've gone through. You are very resilient people. With this Queen of Pentacles coming out again, you are caring, you're thoughtful, you're compassionate, you're committed, you're loyal. You have a very nurturing energy. Spirit's saying you're very smart as well. But don't forget about your creativity. Please continue to express yourself. Ooh. Ooh. Look what we have here. 4 of Wands. The World. The 3 of Wands. And the Strength card. Oh my gosh. Okay, so this is what I'm getting from these 4 cards. I'm not going to put them down, but somebody does want to finish something with you. They haven't had the opportunity, and this is something that has come through in every single reading. So I don't know what the heck is going on around the world. Maybe people are waking up to themselves. But honestly, wow, this is somebody who has unresolved business. They didn't get this celebration moment with you. They never got their 4 of Wands. They're waiting for the right time to come back with this 3 of Wands. They're watching their ships and they're like, is it time? Can I travel yet? What's going on? They're someone who has been away for a little while. Let's just say a little while. It could be quite some time, Group 3. For the World card to be here, this is somebody who hasn't finished this cycle with you. They see you as unfinished business, and it's going to take them a lot of time to come back to you. So Spirit is saying, please don't feel that you need to wait, but this is something that they are working on. They are wanting to come forward. It's not that they don't have the strength or courage to, it's just this feeling of patience, like timing is against them. Alright, so what's going on in their love life though in general? Group 3's love life in general. We have the 6 of Swords reversed with the Ace of Cups reversed again. Goodness, we have the 5 of Pentacles. Somebody is feeling out in the cold, rejected almost. Somebody is focusing way too much on the negative. We have the World card again. You have unfinished business from your past. Goodness me, we have the King of Spring. A lot of passion, a lot of desire, a lot of ambition, but somebody just wants to express themselves. Somebody really wants to express themselves. What's going on in their love life? We have the Page of Swords. This was actually reversed, but it's the same energy. I'm just going to leave it upright. Somebody's been spying on you, Group 3. They've been watching you from afar because they feel rejected in the 3D world. They're not with you currently. This is somebody who is physically away from you, and they have had to watch you and admire you from afar. And honestly, they are admiring you. You are this beautiful energy right now, whether you're male or female, masculine, feminine. You are somebody who is very caring, who is very committed, who is loyal, who is creative, who is so incredibly smart. Street smart is what I keep hearing. You have this wit about you. You are incredible. Group 3, this person admires you, but Spirit is saying that you're limiting your options here. So with the 8 of Swords, again, it's a perception, and I'm sorry that I'm like, it's like I'm beating a dead horse at this point with this card. I'm so sorry, Group 3, but this person wants you to know that Spirit wants you to know that you may be limiting your options here by keeping the light on for this person and this connection. With that 8 of Swords, it just feels as though you're not really allowing yourself to be open to opportunities, because we also have the Ace of Cups at the bottom here. So you could have a potential new beginning with somebody else, but for whatever reason, it feels as though you're pining over this person. With the King of Wands here, there's a lot of attraction here. It's mutual. But it's also limiting your opportunities for others. I don't think that you're moving forward. You're waiting for this person. It feels like you're not really wanting to be open to other opportunities. And I'm sorry if you are, but the cards are telling me that you're not. The cards are telling me that you're waiting for this person to come back. You have a very specific person in mind with the 6 of Cups. This is somebody who you are wanting to come back. And now with the 6 of Wands reversed, you may be feeling unsuccessful in love right now. This card is telling you that the potential for success is there, but it is your train of thought that is limiting you. Your energy is stuck. Your energy is stagnant. You're not allowing yourself opportunities here. You're not allowing yourself freedom. Because I do feel that, yes, this person is thinking about you and they do have a desire to come back to you, but they're waiting for the right time. In their mind, they can't just reach out to you. In their mind, they're just as trapped as you are. Which isn't very trapped at all, I'm sorry, but they're making excuses, and I don't know if they're going to come forward, but we'll let them speak to you. So what would Group 3's person tell them if they could talk? We have I just dream and wish for everything. 7 of Pentacles, Spirit is saying, because there's an element of waiting and of stagnation here as well. What is going on with Group 3's person? What do they want to say to them? Oh. I don't mean to call you out to group 3. I'm really sorry. Gossip only hurts more. You make my heart full. This is another 10. This person wants to finish this cycle with you. They feel like they have unfinished business. They want you to know they feel the same way. You're both just as stuck on each other as the other. Gossip only hurts more. This is the Page of Swords energy. They are watching you. They're observing you. They know what you're going through. They feel it. And they feel that they can't stop thinking about you. They're a bit sad because they think they've heard something about you that makes them feel sad. Yeah. Goodness. What else, group 3? I left because you told me to. This card hasn't come out in a while. This is my 8 of Cups, but this is somebody who is feeling quite rejected. They want to come back, but they don't think you'll be receptive of them. They see you as this queen, this beautiful Belgian hair, and they're seeing themselves as this manatee that's just looming through the water, feeling very sorry for themselves. Oh my gosh. We have, I just wish things were different. This person has a lot of adversity to overcome. Group 3, I think you guys are mirroring each other's energies. If you do want a success in love in general, you are going to have to focus on your own energy and focus on this releasing this ending that you've experienced in your life in general. You're going through a lot of change right now. Sometimes I wonder if you care. This is the Death card. This talks about accepting the end and appreciating the empty space that's left for a new beginning. So I don't know if there's been an ending in this connection, but just in general, Spirit is guiding you to focus on your own energy and to rebirth this situation in general. Your whole life path, everything has changed. With this 9, it's this feeling that this person feels that they've lost an opportunity with you. They want to end this cycle. They want to offer closure, or there's some feeling as though they have unfinished business with you, group 3. But for you in general, Spirit is asking you not to give up on your success, okay? Continue feeding your energy into yourself. This person has a lot of confusion around this connection. They don't know where the two of you stand within each other. They don't know how you feel. They don't know if you even think about them. They don't even know if you feel the same way or if you see them in that way. So they're very confused. There's a very specific person that wanted to come through in the love portion of your reading. But honestly, group 3, it's up to you. You do have a potential new beginning here in the middle, but it's reversed because your frame of mind is quite fixed on this person. It is mutual, but you're both in quite a confused state right now. And so until you both continue to, work on your individual energies, I don't see this connection moving forward because you're kind of focusing too much on each other rather than on yourselves. That's just what I'm picking up. So group 3, I hope that offered some clarity. I feel very confused, but I hope that offered clarity for you. I'm always curious to know. If you feel called to, please reach out down below or email me directly or reach out via Instagram. I'm getting a lot more communication coming through than usual, so there is a delay in my response. I apologize for that, but I promise I will respond to you. I will. So group 3, please look after yourself. Continue spreading love and light when you can, but always look after yourself primarily. Trust your own intuition. Thank you so much. Sending you lots of love and light wherever you are. Thanks, group 3. Bye.